Hello, this is a video for Bring a Trailer. This is my 1971 Honda Motorsport SL70. This bike has been in my collection for about 10 to 12 years. This bike was restored using as many new old stock original Honda parts. All of the paint on this bike is original, brand new 54-year-old Honda factory painted parts right out of the box. The wiring harness, the key switch, the cables, the hardened chrome fork tubes, the exhaust guard, the rear shocks, the kill switch, the speedometer, the horn button, the airbox assembly. There was so many new old stock parts on this bike, it's hard for me to quantify. But let me dive in. I'm going to try to give you a very comprehensive video on this bike and show you what all comes with the bike upon the sale. First and foremost, this bike comes with a Michigan title, okay? Also, with this bike comes the original factory 54-year-old Honda touch-up paint, along with the original owner's manual and the original sales brochure. This is the high beam Pilot. This is what would have came on the bike when you would have purchased it from Honda. The speedometer, the horn, and the mirrors, they were part of a street legal kit that allowed you to title your SL70 and get a license plate so you could ride it on the road. This was in fact an enduro bike when it first came out, and in order for you to make your bike street legal, you had to pay, I believe it was like an additional $17.35 to make it street legal. This engine has also gone through a full comprehensive restoration. This is the original engine that came in this chassis. We're going to first dive in and look at our engine serial number. It is SL70-142087. The frame, and I'll try to read this here, but then we'll go to the VIN tag side. The frame also is, let me see how I can move this up so I can show this in the photo, is an SL70 1041569. The engine and the frame are true 1971 KO parts. I forget with YouTube, when I turn my camera, it doesn't really turn, it just shrinks the screen. So again, we have an SL70-1041569, and then the VIN tag, just so you guys can see, it does have the VIN tag on the neck. Let me move the dip dot tag, we'll get into that in a minute. But also the VIN tag SL70-1041569. Okay. This bike has a lot of unique things on it. Number one, we're going to start right here. K&W fork brace. Made for the SL70 exclusively back in 1971. You would have got that at your Honda parts accessories counter. All of the aluminum on this bike has been refurbished in the correct brushed finish. So the lower legs, the hubs, the brake panels, front and rear, everything restored meticulously in the correct brushed finish. The hardened chrome fork tubes, those are new old stock as well. The rims are the original Honda Array rims. Right there is where they were stamped Array on the original rims. The rims are original. They have been re-chromed along with the shifter lever, the kicker arm, the rear brake arm, all have been replated along with the headlight ears. Those also, and the headlight trim bezel ring. That's also original, but been re-chrome plated. Here is the rear wheel. Again, I'm showing the brushed finish on the hub. Bear with me a second. I want to roll the wheel. So again, you can see that this also is adorning the original. Let me come on this other side. It'll be easier for me to show you. The original Araya rim. Again, the Araya is stamped in the rim, right in the center. This is a new old stock heat shield. All of the finishing on the bike has been re-zinc plated in the correct zinc finish. The rear taillight bracket license plate frame is the original Honda license plate frame. It's been re-chrome plated. I went so far as to make sure I had the original little rubbers that would have been in there. It's got a 1971 uncirculated mint Michigan motorcycles license plate. The seat, these are a reproduction seat cover that I had done by a guy back in the day. He was out of Australia. He made these exquisitely right to the original details with the correct piping, the way it's seamed at the front. Let me kind of pan out now. Again, this is all the original Honda paint. I have the Honda part number tags from the paint. Some of the bags didn't have them, but they did come out of that. There'll be pictures on Bring a Trailer. This has the relief in the gas tank. That shows you it's a true KO. Has the original Honda raised aluminum metal badging on this. Here's the original Honda gas cap from 1971. It's been re-chrome plated. This is a flat top. The new ones that you buy from Honda, they have a dome to them. I'm not a big fan of the dome, so I have the original ones re-chromed. Here's a picture of the inside of the tank. It is so meticulously clean. This is the first time I put fuel in it for the startup of this Bring a Trailer video, okay? Again, new old stock speedometer, 0 miles on the Speedo. This is not a refurbished speedometer. This is a brand new Speedo right out of the box. Same goes with an NOS horn. This is all, again, I cannot express all the original paint, even down to the side covers, the rear fender, all original Honda paint. The shocks, this is NOS rear shocks, right out of the bags. Has all the correct decals on the restoration. The muffler, don't modify the exhaust system. How to treat the air filter. Again, the engine went through an extensive restoration process as well. It comes with the original key-in carburetor. Let me see if I can zoom in. There you go. It's been restored. I use keister carburetor kits in my restorations. I find them to be the best, and they work excellent. I'll give you a little shot underneath. It's got a new tech coil on it as well, with a non-resistor spark plug boot, because again, this is how this would have came. All the fasteners on the engine, they're all brand new Honda fasteners that I purchased when I restored this engine. We're going to do a startup here in a second. I want to touch this head and let you know. This bike is being started cold, okay? A lot of people will kind of fire them up so they can show you how quick and easy these bikes run. But I just wanted to let you know, I have not started this bike. Same goes for the head pipe. It's ice cold, room temperature. Right now, the bike has the incorrect battery in it that it should have. It's got a lithium ion. I will have, the bike will come with the correct battery box and the battery. Again, this is demonstration purposes only to show you how the taillight works. The taillight works off of 6 volts DC battery voltage, and so does the horn. The headlight operates off of AC voltage, which is produced by the stator. That's why the more RPMs you give it, the brighter the light will get because it's producing more current. Again, these are new old stock side covers. This is how they came from Honda, right out of the bag. This is another little telltale. I don't know if you can see it in the video. There's a little dot right underneath the, right above where the L and the 7 is. That was an alignment dot for these decals, where to place them. There's also a little dot in the front. I'll try to point those out to you once I pop it back in. So this is the little alignment dot, and then there's another little dot right there as well. We've got the fuel on. Again, this has a brand new key switch, NOS, SL70, with a brand new main harness. I have the brother and sisters to this bike. We're going to go in number 2 key position. That's the one that actually runs the headlight assembly. And when you're in the number 1 key position, the bike will start, okay, but the headlight will not illuminate, only in the number 2 key position. Also, another important fact is you never run the bike in the number 2 key position unless you have a battery hooked up. Because if you do, the headlight will work. But as soon as you plug a battery in and you go to number 2 key position, you're going to blow the sealed beam in that headlight. Fact of life, I've learned the hard way. I've been restoring these bikes since 1992. So right now, ignition is on, number 2 key position. I'm showing you the brakes. We're going to show you that this is the front brake lever. See how the light got brighter? This is the rear brake lever. See how the light got brighter? I'm showing you that both the front brake switch and the rear brake switch are working as intended. Okay, we know we're in number 2 key position. We are in the run position. This is a KO kill switch, high-low beam switch. You can tell that because it's horizontal. On a K1, this lever would have been pointing down and you would have had 2 arrows. That's how you tell the difference between an original NOS KO ignition / kill switch high-low beam versus a second year K1 Honda SL70. I'm going to give the bike some choke. We'll go about halfway. Usually this bike starts on the first kick. Okay, I'm going to take the choke off. We're going to do the horn. There you go. That's showing you how the horn is working. Right now we're on the low beam for the headlight. See how it got brighter when I give it some gas? This bike does not smoke. I'm going to show you guys that. Now we're going to go to the high beam. If you notice here, that light is out. This is not a neutral light. On a KO speedometer, which this is only a 1-year only speedometer for the SL70 for the K0. Okay, that is a high beam indicator. When I turn this switch to high beam, that light's going to illuminate. See how it illuminated? When I go back to low, the light goes out. High, the light comes on. And again, I'll show you the headlight. That's low beam. That's the high beam. I'll do another video a little later with me riding the bike up the street. We're going to shut the bike off using, I can do it with the kill switch. Showed you that that's working, right? We're going to start it again really quick, and I'm going to show you it works with the key switch as well. Bike fires right up. We're going to go back to low beam, and then we're going to come down here. Again, the bike will run in the number 1 key position. Just the headlight goes off and the tail light goes out. Now we're going to go to off. There you have it. Now we'll turn our petcock to off. Also, this is the original correct petcock. It's nice and short body. The new Honda petcocks, this body is like twice the distance on that. I'm using all the correct Honda fuel line with the correct little Honda clamps. Again, there has been no detail on this bike that has been overlooked. I've been doing these bikes since 1992, and I pay a great attention to detail. I hope it shows up in the video. We'll do a little pan out again. We're gonna pan around the bike. There is a toolkit that's underneath the seat. I don't know if I popped this side cover off, if I can show you guys that, but I will. You gotta be careful with these side covers, you can break them. This is the rectifier, okay? This converts the voltage from AC to DC. And then, if you can see up in there underneath the seat, there's the toolkit, okay? So again, thank you very much for watching this video. Good luck with your bidding. You will not be disappointed with this bike. And again, I do have its brothers and sister downstairs, the summer yellow and the light ruby red. Again, both of those bikes are in original factory Honda painted body kits as well, with the same amount of new old stock parts. Those bikes will be coming soon on Bring a Trailer. Good luck, and again, thank you very much for viewing. I hope you've enjoyed this video.